So, Kyle, you're famous. How does it feel?
It feels amazing.
Yeah, so, hey everyone, this is Kyle is Famous. I got Kyle with me because Kyle.
Yeah.
Um, we are just gonna go right into this. Do you want me to read it or do you want you to read it?
I don't really care. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Kyle woke up. He is famous. So we tried to record this, but we lost the footage. So we're just basically starting over. Um, how this is gonna work, because I needed to say that to refresh my brain of how it works. Um, I think what we decided last time was I was gonna read it, you were just gonna purely make the decisions, and then you were gonna read everything that Kyle says, and I was everything else.
Yeah, that's what we did last time.
Okay, so so that's what we'll do this time as well, if
Okay.
you want.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right. Kyle's the host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside, Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. I have no idea what STEM is. Okay, hi, Future Bill, who is editing this. Apparently, what STEM fields are is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It's an umbrella. STEM is the umbrella term used to group those together. I did not know that. That is all. I enjoy the rest of the video. Good on you, Kyle.
Yeah, doing great things.
Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personality details. Online videos are best. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. Oop. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. I should have warmed up my voice a little bit more. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. The interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. You must choose his actions wisely. Start preparing. What do you want to do?
Let's wither away.
Fair enough. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. I love that it just goes, shucks. You're now a ghost. This doesn't relieve you of your duties, though.
Wow, I can't even, die in peace. I have to do all these responsibilities, man.
Yep. What do you want to do?
Let's open the closet.
You opened the closet. It was really dark, and you could only really see your hanging shirts.
Let's choose an outfit.
Choose an outfit. All right. What outfit?
Let's do the jeans and throwing goggles.
Alrighty. Kyle decided on a fashion-forward, casual style. He could barely see out of the goggles. Back to the room. What do you want to do now?
Let's scavenge.
Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for
Bugs.
Kyle started to pick up between the fuzz on his carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Soon he had a small handful of various bugs, dead and alive.
Let's eat them.
Okay.
I forgot that always existed.
Yeah. Kyle threw back his head and crammed the sticky wiggling mass into his mouth. He felt refreshed. What do you want to do now?
Let's sit at the desk.
You made his way over to your desk and sat down.
The desk drawer.
You opened up the side drawer of your desk and grabbed one of the items there.
Sort of change.
All right. You picked up the change. What do you want to do now? Or do you want to leave?
Let's write notes for the interview.
All right. Which one?
Are you a mother? Ever eaten a whole raw egg? Do you ever smile? Are you guilty? In the all caps.
All right. Kyle ripped his page of notes of the notebook and got up from the desk. What do you want to do?
Back to the room. And exit bedroom to hallway.
All right.
Let's leave the apartment.
Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long pondering look around him. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. Let's go to the tech store.
Kyle walked into the clean white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot playing soft music from a small microphone.
You know what? Let's buy batteries with our change.
All right. Kyle counted out, oh god, $1.98 in pennies and nickels and traded them for a small packet of battery. What do you want to do now?
I'm stealing Techno Jim.
Quickly before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Jim by the shoulders. Finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to heave upwards. After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring bewildered, and ran outside. Continue with day. Kyle walked into the middle of the road and took a long pondering look at him around him. What do you want to do?
0 hours left. We can just do the apartment thing, because it'll just automatically transport.
Oh, yeah. Kyle hurried to his per normal. He ceased to be a ghost before to arrive. Glancing around, how the fuck do you stop being a ghost?
I don't know, man.
Sitting around from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. What do you want to do?
Let's interview Techno Jim.
Oh, okay. Kyle roughly shoved Rachel out of her seat and placed Techno Jim in her stead.
Hello, Techno Jim. I'm gonna interview you today.
Kyle grasped Techno Jim's hand and tried to shake it, but instead tore it off the cardboard frame. Kyle's producer, sensing viral media, pulled the bewildered Rachel out of frame and motioned to the crew to go live. Cameramen moved, the lights flashed, and suddenly the studio was on air.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and tonight I'm going to interview a very special guest.
He pointed at Technogym using the dismembered arm. Technogym started to smoke from the heat of the lights.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Knowing Jib would probably not speak, Kyle took it upon himself to be his voice as well. Do you want to do his voice, or do you want me to do his voice?
You want to do this one?
Yeah, I can do this one. Hi, my name's Rachel Bear, and I'm a very special guest. Rachel's expression of confusion turned to shock.
Well, Rachel, you look way too thin and absolutely terrible, and you should feel ugly.
Damn. Well, Kyle, I sure wish I could be like you. Technogym bursts into flames. Instantaneously, the sprinkler system initiated. Curtains of water poured down from the rafters. Within seconds, the producer equipment was doused in water. The set was soon abuzz with electrical fires. Kyle's crew had abandoned their post as cameramen and sound mixers to try to put the fires out. As the crew scrambled around, the cameras continued to run. Kyle sat motionless, staring forward. Eventually, the fires were all put out. Kyle's producer shut off the broadcast, leaving Kyle's vacant stare as the final frame. Kyle's ratings skyrocketed. Technogym became a staple on the show, often ending up destroyed by the end of each episode. Although Rachel did not come back on the show, her cardboard betrayal did. Rachel was very popular. There we go.
Ooh. We didn't get any achievements from that.
No, the achievements, like, once you earn the achievements, you keep them. We have one ending out of 177. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Alright, what do you want to do?
Exit the bed.
Alright. What do you want to do?
Exit bedroom to hallway.
Okay.
Kitchen.
Alright.
I hope you know this is gonna turn to hell real quick.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Pantry?
Oh, God, okay. Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small keyhole.
Oh, I forgot to grab the key.
So you want me to return to
Let's go
hallway?
back to the desk in, bedroom, and then the drawer. I know the key's in there. Pretty sure that's the one.
I don't remember.
The bedroom, remember there's a key in the drawer? I think that's the one to the pantry. Yeah. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, small key.
Yes, let's grab it. Getting into the pantry to Bill.
Unlock with small key. The pantry door creaked as if it hadn't moved it for years, but eventually opened. Inside was an assortment of canned goods and grains. Kyle's pantry stored his massive amounts of bottled... Oh, God.
I'm gonna chug it.
Oh. Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all of the fat within a minute.
We're still chugging it.
Kyle wildly sucked down another bottle. He felt very sick.
Chug another.
Kyle's vomit and the lard were mixing in a way to which it was hard to tell which was which.
We're gonna finish off the pantry, Bill.
As Kyle finished the last bottle of lard, he felt a wave of accomplishment come over him.
Let's open the fridge.
Kyle opened the fridge intending to find something to eat.
I'm gonna eat the fridge.
Forget this is an option. Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. I hate the noise. In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat. After many gurgles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. What do you want to do?
Let's go back to the hallway. Return to the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, we're out of hours.
Yeah.
Sit at the desk, I guess.
Kyle heard she said sitting was. Rachel's smile quickly turned to shock as she realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel's uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle started to make his rounds around the room, grading each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. Alright, what do you want to do?
Exit the bed.
Okay.
Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Let's wear the slick suit.
Okay. Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. What do you want to do?
At the desk. We're gonna write notes for the interview.
Okay.
Are you a mother? What are some diet tips? And do you ever smile? And then the guilty in all caps.
Alright.
Alright. Time to head to the kitchen, Bill.
Oh god, no.
My quest is not finished.
What do you mean your quest has not been finished?
Open the fridge.
Okay.
What we're eating. We're gonna prepare breakfast.
Alright.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay. I hate that. Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed.
Let's go to the hallway. Leave apartment. Let's visit our neighbor.
Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door.
Do you want me to do her voice, or do you want to do it?
No, I can do her voice. But this
Okay.
is you.
Good morning, neighbor.
Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. Do you want to ask Gabby about her or Rachel?
Let's ask her about Rachel. Gabby, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May?
Oh, Rachel? She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work than bad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left. Alright. We have 1 hour left.
The
Huh?
tech story.
Okay.
I'm asking for free samples. Damn.
Good evening, Kyle. I've been looking forward to being here. How do you
Hmm.
how do you respond?
I'm gonna be polite for this one time.
For this one time.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see me being polite for the next couple of ones.
My God, Kyle.
Yeah?
Are you gonna read?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
And I as well, Rachel. You are a most welcome guest.
After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel's were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction.
Kyle motioned to Rachel and who smiled and waved to the camera. Hello, Kyle. I'm glad to be here.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in.
I am ready. Which one do you want to ask first?
Are you a mother? Rachel, I and many others would love to know, are you a mother?
Well, being a single woman with a career, that's not something that has crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle.
Very reasonable, indeed.
All right, which one?
Diet tips.
Diet tips. All right.
Rachel, you managed to keep such a thin and healthy figure. What is your best diet tip?
Well, a good diet starts with a plan, and don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit. But that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. Kyle looked at his flabby self, decided not to comment, and moved on.
Do you ever smile? Do you ever smile? Like, what? Like, seriously?
Rachel stopped smiling.
If you're going to be on show, you need to smile, okay? You're here to get views, and you'll get more views if you smile. Here, I'll show you how.
Kyle turned to the camera and gave the audience a huge teeth-clenched, bug-eyed grimace. Rachel nodded, obviously wanted to move on.
The last one.
Uh,
Rachel, are you guilty?
Rachel's eyes twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle?
Guilty of your crimes.
Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncomfortably. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper.
Well, Rachel, I think that's all I was planning on asking you.
If that's the case, may I ask you something in return? Oh, this is me. Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very together. Before Kyle can answer, the cameras shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing that the interview had gone well. But he lay there in bed and drifted to sleep. He felt that perhaps something was missing. Alright.
Alright, let's exit the bed.
Okay.
Open the closet. Inspect the rusty locker.
Kyle knelt down and inspected the old rusty container that had been in his closet for ages. It was locked but had a blade-shaped slot on the top. All right.
Hmm.
What do you want to do?
Wait, open the closet. I'm gonna choose an outfit.
Okay. What do you want to put on?
We're going with the suit of armor.
Kyle, what fucking Kyle was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear his armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self.
Alright, we're running away to the kitchen. I need to finish my quest.
Alright.
Open the fridge. We're eating the crust on the wall.
Oh, God. Kyle started scraping streaks of crud and spots of mold off of the wall of his fridge. After wadding it into a crusty, moist ball, Kyle popped it into his mouth and began to chew. Ugh. Several minutes of crunching later, Kyle finished it and swallowed the ball whole. It felt sticky in his stomach. Alright.
Alright, we can return to the hallway. It's time to harass our neighbor again.
So leave apartment and visit downstairs?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's consume Gabby.
Oh, God. Kyle unhinged his jaw and swallowed Gabby whole. Job done, Kyle returned to the middle of the street.
You know, let's go to that tech store.
Okay.
We're gonna ask for free samples.
Kyle asked the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples to important customer. The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a discreet phone which meant for spare parts and held it out.
We're gonna grab his teeth.
Kyle firmly clamped his mouth around the outstretched phone, creating several punctures in the screen. Kyle grunted and yanked with his head until the attendant let go of the phone. The phone is now Kyle's to use forever. How are you gonna
scream and spin in circles?
Scream and spin in circle? Okay. Kyle stretched his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show.
Insist.
Kyle shoved his producer out of the way, spreading his arms wide, and began to scream loudly. He began to rotate slowly, screaming throughout, lightly brushing his hands over the faces of Rachel and his producer. After several minutes, Kyle was finished. He slowly put his hands to his side and smiled.
I'm ready.
Rachel blinked at Kyle, shrugged, and walked over to her seat. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle.
Kyle vomited all the horrible things he had eaten onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle, concerned, gave a couple of coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep running the show. Kyle stopped, then vomited again, then continued with a shaky voice.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction for what we're becoming her. However, Rachel May is not sitting next to me. She is not new to the show. She did not walk in before me. In fact, I am Rachel May.
Rachel looked at Kyle, confused and silently worth the mouths. You are who? Kyle stood up quickly and threw his arms high above him, pointing upwards.
I have never been Kyle. I have never been the host of the show Stay Up Late with Kyle.
Kyle looked and pointed directly at the camera.
I am here for but no one reason, to interview myself.
Kyle sat down in his chair and went to proceed the notes he had taken earlier. It was then that Kyle remembered that he'd not bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Realizing he did not know how to handle the situation, Kyle began sweating profusely, but then he continued.
Firstly, is your name Kyle?
That's you.
No.
Kyle slammed his fist down repeatedly, then stopped talking. A thick, uncomfortable silence hung over the studio. The silence did not end. The cameras continued to roll. No one moved or spoke. Eventually, Rachel got out of her chair and walked off screen. One by one, members of the crew followed suit. Eventually, Kyle was left all alone in the studio, camera still running, silently sitting in frame. This episode of Stay Up Late with Kyle has become the longest episode in television history. Kyle continued to sit in front of the camera all night and into the morning, wishing it would end. As evening fell, the crew shuffled back one by one, getting into place to film that day's episode. Kyle continued to sit motionless, cameras rolling as the crew chatted about their days and got into position. Eventually, the crew officially started the next episode. Kyle was prompted to introduce himself again. Kyle had produced an incredibly artistic episode. Alright. What do you want to do?
Let's browse social media.
Kyle started to scroll through news articles on his phone. Stay Up Late with Kyle ranked number 1 and number 2 on television.
Let's read more.
New East Bridge being constructed after being found to not actually exist. Authorities investigating.
Let's read more.
Another grand larceny and crime spree streak. Evidence points to perpetrator fleeing the country.
Alright, let's get out of bed.
Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Why did I read that? Whatever.
Let's open the closet and choose an outfit.
Alright.
The stunk pasties.
Kyle chose the pasties made out of mashed skunk flesh. Setting the slimy garments to stay provided difficult. So getting the slimy garments to stay provided difficult. So Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue. What do you want to do now?
Sit at the desk.
Okay.
We're gonna write notes for the interview.
Okay.
Am I a mother?
Okay.
Ever eaten a raw egg whole?
Okay.
I purposely ran over a puppy.
Oh God.
What's your guilty pleasure?
All right. What do you want to do?
Back to room.
Okay.
Exit into the hallway.
You're going back to the kitchen, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
Leave apartment. Let's harass Gabby now.
All right.
I'm going to scream and spin.
Slowly, Kyle started to twirl outside to Gabby's door, arms outstretched. He tilted his neck upwards and let loose a passionate and meaningful scream. As Kyle continued to spin, Gabby shut and locked her door, as she did every time Kyle screamed at her door. Eventually, Kyle ran out of breath and fell over. What do you want to do?
Back to the apartment. To the kitchen. Open the fridge. Well, let me eat breakfast. That's the real question. I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
How do you want to
I
respond?
shall answer politely.
Oh, good, great. We already know this, so. In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor. From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out. Nobody in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home. Kyle was left face first on the floor. Oh, hey, a new cursor.
Oh, nice.
Do you want that cursor, or do you want the pen?
I don't care.
Okay. Alright. What do you want to do?
Exit bed.
Okay.
Let's go into a closet.
Okay.
Choose an outfit.
Okay.
I'm grabbing the stunk clothes again.
Okay.
To the kitchen.
Okay.
Fridge. I'm going to make breakfast. And I'm
Okay.
going to smash it.
Kyle smashed his breakfast to a pulp using both fists.
Return to hallway.
Okay.
Let's go downstairs and harass Gabby again. I shall start a conversation. I'm gonna ask her about me. Good
All
morning, neighbor. Gabby, how do you feel about me?
The expectation on Gabby's face transformed into concern, whatever that word is. Even the worst men are given grace, Kyle, though they don't deserve it. As she finished her sentence, she gently pushed Kyle away and shut the door.
To the
Gabby must
apartment.
not.
She
Return to
must
the
not
apart-
what?
She must not like you then.
Nope.
So return to the
Probably because I
apartment.
ate her that one time.
Probably. And you keep harassing her.
It's fine. Let's check the locked door.
All right.
I shall force it open with my forehead.
All right. Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that it was locked from the inside. Kyle decided it would be best to try to force the door open with his face. After smashing his features into solid wood for several hours, Kyle gained severe short-term amnesia. All right. What do you want to do?
Return to bedroom. Let's sit at the desk. I'll write notes for the interview.
Okay.
Are you a mother? Wait, no, am I a mother?
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
That's fine. Beef, mashed, or blended.
All right.
The puppy one. guilty pleasure.
All right.
Back to room.
Forget her name from Amnesia.
Hello, you.
Rachel looked at Kyle, slightly confused, but continued smiling. Before she noticed the glazed look in Kyle's eyes, the producer approached. Time to get started. Putting a hand on Kyle's shoulder, let's get stationed. Kyle sat in the nearest chair, which was Rachel's. After a moment, Rachel hesitantly sat in the host chair. A moment after seating, the studio's light began to and the cameras clicked on.
Good morning, everyone. My name is,
Kyle made a desperate effort to remember his name or really anything. Kyle looked at Rachel.
Do you know who I am?
Rachel looked back confused. Who are you? Well, if you're not Kyle, I don't know who you are. Kyle made up his mind that he was probably Kyle.
Well, I'm Kyle.
Eventually, and I'm Rachel. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Rachel. So, why are we here?
Honey, weren't you planning on asking me any questions?
I mean,
mhm.
oh, sorry, were you gonna say something?
No. My brain short-circuited. I thought I was reading. You read.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any ideas.
Kyle kept staring at Rachel. Someone coughed. Kyle looked around and noticed the crew.
Who on earth are all of you?
Kyle got out of his chair and walked off frame, leaving Rachel alone with millions of viewers. Rachel smiled at the camera nervously. Well, let me tell you some knock-knock jokes. Eventually, the producer ended the broadcast early due to technical issues. Kyle woke up in his bed the next day, remembering nothing of what happened. All right.
Fun
Oh,
times.
yeah.
It sucks
Yeah.
we lost the footage of the other ones because it would have been like interesting to hear my voice like back then and then now recording.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we still have some, like, Among Us videos of you. Both
Yeah, we do.
already on the channel and needing to, like, edit and stuff.
We need to play Among Us again, but I remember the last time it just kept glitching out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should. We should play the new hide and seek as well.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. That's why I'm not doing it. That's why I'm not. Me and Kyle are not doing another one. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, subscribe. It would really help me become a big YouTuber star, man. That's eventually what I want to become. Ring the bell for notifications for whenever my videos come out. This is the first of its series. If you want to check out other series that I have done, I have done a Try Not to Sing challenge, 2 Try Not to Laugh challenges, Before Your Eyes, and I've started and I have a video on Night in the Woods. Some finished playthroughs and one-offs that I have done are Doki Doki Literature Club, Shepherd of Light, Witches X Warlocks, Solitaire, and Papers, Please. So yeah, so with that, I will see you guys in the next issue. You want to say bye, Kyle?
Bye.
See ya!